Hello and welcome to Multiverse Tarot and your Sagittarius November 2017 horoscope and tarot reading. Okay, this is good for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. As November begins, there's expansive Jupiter in your 12th house. Now, the 12th house is the metaphysical world. It's the ending of things. It's literal potential death. Not death of you, but death of something. The completion of a cycle. And it takes you to the end. The 12th sign is the last sign, and it goes back through the ascendant and into the first house. So, you're going to be affected by this metaphysical world. And so it all happened on last month, October 10th. Jupiter moved into your 12th house, moved into Scorpio, okay? And you're probably in action on some of this stuff already, but come November, look for spirituality to take center stage, all right? Some of you are going to be finding this time is the right time to complete projects that you've needed to complete, maybe more than one project. The final stages are here. You're tying up those nagging loose ends in your life. And for others of you at this time, it's going to be all about contemplating the afterlife and the concept of that. Not that there might not even be anybody around you dying. You're just contemplating the concept of the afterlife. It's important to track this one as it's going to be a whole year-long transit, and it's going to continue until November of 2018. So look for this energy to grow throughout the entire year. November also opens with the sun in your 12th house. So we've got that double action going on there. It's a really great time to finish your projects. The sun is shining a light on your projects and guiding you what to do, okay? Be sure to stay centered. Karma is paying you back in some way at this time. Look for the ego to play its part as a servant of the soul. The sun in the 12th will give you an opportunity to merge the conscious and the unconscious. The personal and the universal will become one. Some of you will see your psychic abilities turned up at this time. Access to the metaphysical is open to you when you're in the 12th house. And with this whole alignment with Jupiter, the sun, there's a few more celestial bodies, and we're going to get to that, okay? But be sure to make sure that you keep your energy clean. Some of you will know what I'm talking about. You can use crystals to help this. This is because at this time you can also be absorbing influences from your environment. And in today's world, there's a lot of toxicity going on around us. And a lot of, we don't want to be able to, and if this is your immediate surroundings, your immediate environment, and even further, okay? Negative energies could try to attach themselves to you because you are so open at this time. Pay attention to this. Some of you will find yourself psychically connected to your father during this time. I know this is specific and weird. This is a general reading, but this is for someone out there, okay? Also look to be drawn to donating time to charity, to giving back, to selfless acts, good deeds. And you don't even want anyone to know that you did them. That's not the point. The point is you're doing it for yourself, and you're doing it for the people that are going to be the recipient of your generosity, of your generous nature, of your generous gifts, okay? And this is something that's actually coming from your spirit. So if you get guided to donate some time to a charity, or to donate something for someone that you see in need, whether it's through an organization or an individual, selfless acts are actually going to be a very big part. And in this, you're actually working some things out for yourself. It's coming from your spirit. Your compassion is really strong right now in the world. And the world could use a lot more of it, so let it out, okay? Venus, the planet of love, starts out November in your 11th house of teams, friendships, and networking. Look for lots of socializing with friends at this time. True friends will have your attention for the first 7 days of November. Then Venus will be transiting. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, November 2nd, Saturn squares Chiron. This is the third occurrence over the past couple years. December 28th, 2016, April 30th, 2017, and now November 2nd, 2017. Chiron is the planet of healing. Okay, so look for this transit to conclude at this time. This is most likely a wound, a deep wound that you have discovered that you weren't fully aware of until last year. And Saturn is in your first house, so this is a time that you could bring some healing concepts to your own identity. What is the impression that you want to leave, okay? Well, the impression that you want to leave on people when they meet you. And now that you're aware of this, you're looking for in the coming months, you're going to be ready to heal this. And it's going to be an easy process because you're already deep into the process, okay? November 4th is the full moon happening in your 6th house of responsibilities, schedules, and service to others. The moon is shining a light on your responsibilities both at home and work, in your relationship and with your family. Some of you are ending a job at this time and others are changing jobs. So that's the same thing. So some of you are just transitioning. Potentially you're not leaving the company, you're just moving from one position to the other. And some of you may actually be leaving into a different company. And you got to be sure to watch your health here. If you're stressed out, you need to look for a de-stressor quick. There are many things that could work here. Just find your own method, all right? Meditation, exercise, you choose, okay? November 6th, Mercury is joining Saturn in your first house of appearance, leadership, and first impressions. These two planets light up this house, and look for them to bring you great focus. A focus that's going to be focused on yourself. And it's a focus that you have been desiring for a while. It's turning inward, but it's turning towards yourself and towards your appearance. So look to yourself to be making some adjustments for your appearance. Be patient, but pick something effective because you've got the focus to actually complete it right now. All right, so November 8th is that Venus transit I was talking about, and it's joining the Sun and Jupiter in your 12th house. The metaphysical side is so strong this month, and it is quite a beautiful alignment, these celestial bodies. Venus is bringing beauty and peace. Jupiter is expanding that energy, and the result is harmony for your physical side and for your spiritual side. And look for there to be a synthesis of your physical side and your spiritual side, okay? And also, for some of you, look for it to be a mix of when you're going to be delving into the past and when you're going to be delving into the metaphysical side of the world. So some of you, it could be reminiscent. Some of you, it could be, those of you who are going to be like stuck in the concept of the afterlife, you're going to have that same effect, but towards the afterlife concept. For some of you, it's going to be either or. And for others of you, you're just going to see like all these energies merging, and there's going to be a new you born out. It's the first house, okay? First house is all about the self and being able to make changes within yourself. November 11th, Saturn trines Uranus, and this is the third time in 3 years that this has occurred. Just know that this energy, Saturn and Uranus, are bringing you here. Could be the boost that you need to make that positive change you've wanted to make. And it's happening in your first house. So that change in your appearance, that change in yourself, maybe it's simply just you need to like make a good first impression. That's all part of the energy of the first house. That is going to, if you really feel something that you want to change in your appearance, go ahead and do it. The energies are with you and will help you make that. November 18th is the new moon, and it's happening in your 12th house. That 12th house is crowded. Okay, so this is going to bring new energy to the spiritual side. You've already been delving in it. We say you're going to be delving into it for a whole year long. Well, here there's some sort of new energy that's going to come in and meet this, okay? And the metaphysical exploration that you've been on is going to lead you to connecting with everything. And look for the feelings of separation to fall away for a while. Some of you, this is going to be discovering a new spiritual teacher. Others of you, it's going to be a new spiritual skill. And others, you're going to see your spirituality impact your practical world. And these changes and the results are going to end up being much more metaphysical than physical. With the Sun in Scorpio until the 21st, this is a good time to review your love and your sex life. Are you fulfilled? Are you happy? Is there changes you could make to be more fulfilled or happy, whether you're single or in a couple? Like, what could you do to make yourself happier? It's a good time to review that. Okay. November 22nd, the Sun enters Sagittarius, as well as moving into your first house of the self, your appearance, new initiatives, first impressions. Look for this to bring a new birth inside yourself. You don't feel that fear you did before. Something inside you has changed. There's a boldness here now, okay? Go forward and make the changes that you want in your life, to your appearance, to your work life, in your spiritual life. The universe is supporting you, okay? You feel so much inspiration, so much joy at this time. It's a really beautiful alignment. And your creativity is going to be sparked. So go with the flow, dear Sagittarius. Also look for this to bring you serious motivation to get the things that you want. The first house is ruled by Aries, and a big infusion of kinetic energy, action-oriented energy that will bring you focus on how to help yourself and how to reinvent yourself a little. Go with it. The celestial bodies are on your side. Okay, so now we're going to pull some tarot cards. First, as for your health and energy for November 2017. The Page of Swords. Your health and energy is going to be very strong. Neptune is going direct after being retrograde since June. And that didn't even come up in the reading, but your immune system is going to be stronger. And that's the Uranus moving forward. And health and energy, you're on it. You're ready. You feel young again, whatever you've been doing. Kudos. Maybe it's all the work you've been doing on your appearance, but you're going to feel great. Okay. So next we're going to pick a card for career and money. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. This is fabulous. This is a great time for your money. You may have actually already gotten that promotion or raise like a year ago. You know, back when a lot of these planets were in your 10th house. And you've been riding it strong. And this is both men and women. Queen can be both men and women. It's a forceful but less, less edgy way as you move forward in your career and your money. But look for it to be very strong in November, which is great. As we go into the Christmas season, you got money in your pocket. Okay. Next, we're picking a card for family, love, and social. Okay, so your social life's going to feel a little burdensome. Maybe your Thanksgiving, you have to go to that party. You have to put in appearance in type of events. So November is going to, your family and your love and your social life is just going to feel burdensome. You want to work on yourself. All those like celestial bodies in your first house and the others roaming around in your 12th house. Like, you're stuck in your appearance. You're stuck in your spirituality. And people keep bothering you. You don't have time for this. You need to like get back. So, okay. Now I'm going to pick a card. Mind and Spirit for November 2017. Ooh, okay. It's not, it looks scary. This card looks scary. Okay, so the changes that are happening in your spirituality this month is reflected in this card. Like there's something that's being torn down from the past, something that you're changing, okay? Something, maybe you're still in the act of like burning it down, like your old belief about the afterlife and how you're going to change that. I would say that this is like happening in your metaphysical world, but it could also be in your appearance and your like point of view of yourself. And you have to tear down some old belief systems in order to get that back. So this is your mind and your spirit. So the mind is going to connect over to when you're working on your appearance of how clear-minded you can be. There are planetary alignments that are bringing you focus. So you want to like come back, let your focus guide you. Your intuition's also going to be guiding you. So this isn't so scary. And if the family events like feel like too much burden, you know, the card back here for family, love, and social, like don't be so worried. It's just going to feel like more like work than, you know, you have fun with your family. We all have fun with our family now and then. Okay, that's pretty much it this week. I want to say thank you so much for joining me for this video. And go ahead and leave a comment if you want. I appreciate likes and shares. There's a video for each of the 12 signs. If you'd like to share an Aries over with your Aries friend, like click up here. You'll find the whole playlist, all 12 months, all 12 signs for the month of November. Such a pleasure, Sagittarius. I'll see you next month. Thanks for joining me.
Alles Gute für